What's up? Alex here in Scarborough in the eastern end of the city. Once again, I seem to be like in the most farther places of the city, if that's even a word. And then the next day I'm downtown, and then the next day I'm somewhere else again. But as you can see, it is yet another gorgeous sunny day here in the city. We're here at the corner of Kingston Road and Morningside Avenue. And this is the triangle intersection. Look, there's Lawrence Avenue East. We're in the West Hill neighborhood. I just got off the 905 ticket from school because, class ended about an hour and 15 minutes early, to my surprise. And since, it's so nice outside once again, it's going to be like this all week long. And the weather's going to be warm. Okay, well, this morning it kind of wasn't. It was like 11 degrees Celsius when I left. Now it's around 15. Today's high is going to be around 18. Tomorrow, I think 20. Temperature is going to be around the late teens, early 20s for this week. So we have some pretty decent weather to begin with. And today is Monday, September the 8th. Yes.
Hey bro, you have a cigarette?
No, I don't. So today's Monday the 8th, 2025, and it's around 12:20 p.m. And so I've made 2 walking videos on this part of Kingston Road before. Once back in October 2021, and then the last time was 2 years ago in September of 2023. And of course, Kingston Road was known as Highway 2, at least before the completion of Highway 401. So back in the 1950s and even before that, this is like a regional shopping area that was kind of hard to reach until the highway was completed. And then the 1960s and 70s saw a lot of development. Remember, Kingston Road was dotted with motels, and a lot of them are gone or either converted into temporary housing for the homeless. And I think around here used to be a shopping mall, the Morningside Mall, which opened in the late 1970s and closed in the mid-2000s and was totally demolished and replaced by one of these plazas here. I went to the pizza here before. I didn't bring lunch with me. I'll probably go back home for that. Or maybe if I still have time, I'll head down to the St. George campus and see. And there's a McDonald's. Here's Lawrence Avenue East. And there's the 86 Scarborough bus. All these buses heading this way are heading to Kennedy Station. From here, it's around a 20 to 25 minute bus ride. Or longer. And here comes another 905 bus. This time we have a Nova LFS diesel. It's good to see these running back on. It's good to see them back on the 905. Mostly because they transferred to Malvern. But even though I don't like them at that division, this is perfectly acceptable. This neighborhood's got everything. Got a McDonald's, Pizza Hut. Look, even a friggin' Krispy Kreme, Swiss Chalet. They have everything. Halibut fish and chips. For the most part, we'll stay on this side because it seems to be more interesting. Oh, whoa, look at that. Shelby's. I haven't even had it yet. Although I hear Shelby's is kind of overrated.
I asked them at right.
And this is a pretty long light cycle here, all right? There we go. Yeah, not too busy around here considering that it's just midday. I mean, this is the only walking video I can think of for today. I mean, it's not far from school, but I might be making less videos than before. That's my bus, essentially, to get back to Kennedy Station. At least it's kind of frequent. But the way they do things at the eastern end of the routes is a little bit confusing, because in the mornings it heads to the Highland Creek neighborhood via UTIC, and then in the afternoon heads back to Kennedy via UTSC. So there's not really like full day, like all day service from Kennedy to the campus. And now in the annual network plan, they're thinking of bringing back permanent all day service to UTSC and have the 154 extend, well, pretty much replace the 905 portion. I think that makes a lot more sense. And we have a few more. Yeah, we have a few more dotted plazas here. Why is this guy riding on the sidewalk? And there's a Popeyes here. And then there's a Timmy's up ahead. Although I could have sworn there was another one back there. I'm probably wrong, but you know, there's always like friggin' two Timmy's just across from each other in the same friggin' street. I'll probably walk all the way to Celeste Drive, which is right across from the Gilwood GO commuter train station. But yeah, again, 70s and 80s, the neighborhood saw a lot of redevelopment. A lot of new schools were built, new high-rise apartment buildings. But also this neighborhood kind of gets a bit of a bad reputation because of crime in the area. I think there's a local gang right here called the Galloway Boys. And they were in the news lots of times, especially in the 2000s. And then I think in 2012, there was a mass shooting on Danzig Street, which is just, I think, south of here. But there's also an industrial street that I walked on, catering to like sewage or whatever. It's this industrial street, Coronation Drive, which I done a walking video on 2 years ago. I was thinking of revisiting that again, but another 905 bus. See, I'm telling you, they're frequent. That's pretty good, though. All right, coming up ahead is Galloway Road. Oh, look, there's the 12D Kingston Road bus. But if you're wondering what these red lanes are, yes, they are for buses. And part of the Rapid TO project, which is to speed up the reliability of our TTC buses. Essentially, it's almost like a BRT, but not exactly. Just like with like rapid transit elements. It was implemented 5 years ago. And this is the only thing they got going. Eventually, they're going to have it ready for Dufferin Street, Bathurst Street, then eventually Jane Street, which honestly, they really should have done that a few years ago. But they decided to go with that first because of, you know, the area is a high priority for, you know, low-income residents. And yes, this area is also really busy. But overall, it works. It definitely works. Oh boy, it's hot. I didn't wear my shorts again today. The thing is, so now, as we're at the end of summer, it's gonna get chilly at first, and then later it's gonna warm up. I'll go back to wearing shorts tomorrow. This is a lot hotter than that now. It's called Galloway Plaza. Well, since I'm early, like I said, maybe I'll head to the St. George campus, do a little bit of more exploring. Or I'll head home, we'll see. I mean, when I did go to Robarts Library on Thursday, so maybe I'll go to a different part of the campus. I'll probably get off at St. George Station, like always. Yeah, thankful this week is going to be very nice. I'll definitely be tempted to make videos tomorrow. I don't have time. Wednesday maybe, because I have a later class. My buddy Yoshi said he might be downtown. He is going to make a live stream, depending on where he is, and hopefully there's like an easy path for me to try and snipe him. Maybe I'll catch up with him for a little bit around lunchtime, and then I'll get going. Okay, I know this street's a bit notorious for its crime, but you don't want to be making a walking video. It looks kind of boring anyway. Here's an express stop. But I'll be walking towards Celeste Drive. Even when they announced this, they finally announced the long-awaited opening day for Line 5. Like I said, I'm gonna be making a video, react to that, and then I'm gonna actually make walking videos on pretty much the entire route. I've already planned it out. I have like several videos to do. I'm gonna walk from west to east, Mount Dennis to Kennedy Station on different phases. So it's not gonna be like what T-Shots did earlier. It's just gonna be for one video, I'll just walk from like Mount Dennis to freaking Caledonia, and then the next day I'll come back to Caledonia, and then I'll walk over to Oakwood or Cedarville Station, which is in my area. So, like I said, I got a balance between school and that. Line 5 is really important for me, and I'll be using that thing every single freaking day, and I'll be using it to get to school. Okay, but Line 2 is fast. It's just going east after rush hour. It's a big pain in the ass because there's a lot of train traffic after rush hour. Last Tuesday was the worst because there were signal issues and we were just crawling the whole way through. I was stuck on the train for about 50 minutes. And I was like, okay, I should have taken the 996 or 995. You got a small coffee for $1. Okay, McDonald's coffee is okay. Not too bad. I prefer having cold coffee, but you know what I haven't tried yet? The double at Timmy's. Hey, look, here's one of the few remaining motels along Kingston Road, the Idlewood Inn, and there's a few more down the street. This is Overture Boulevard coming up. Oh my goodness. All things are quiet here for now. Don't see any buses as yet. Well, the next one we'll probably be here in about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, I can see Celeste Drive, Goodwood Station. That's on the Lakeshore East Line, and it's also a stop for Via Rail trains bound for Ottawa and Montreal. You know, my dad's friend who lives in the area, not too far actually, used to work at I think he was a ticket attendant for much of the 2000s and 2010s at Gilwood and Eglinton Station. So yeah, he was kind of working for Metrolinx, because Metrolinx owns and operates the GO Transit network. Of course, you know, a faster way would be to hop on the GO train to Union and then take the subway or streetcar up, but I only have very little money left on my card. So we'll just hop on the express bus to Kennedy Station and then the subway, line 2. Keep looking at my notes on the phone. I'm gonna document line 5 and 6. And I don't have to balance between school and then that. Okay, school's more important, but you know, long time coming. You're gonna get to hear from me pretty soon. Normally my classes go 2 hours. This was the first one for the Monday. And it literally ended at 11:45, and to my surprise, we were done. Things are gonna really pick up later this month, and then October. October is Thanksgiving, and then Reading Week, which is the week of Halloween. I want to plan a trip that week. Don't know if it's gonna be feasible though. Gotta wait and see what's gonna happen over there, and of course here, because both cities have huge transit projects scheduled to open this fall. I want to be there for both. Townhouses here, right across from Gilwood Station. I wonder what this place used to be. Probably another automotive shop. Okay, I see one coming. I see one bus coming. That's probably mine. All right, average 20 minutes. Not too bad. That's pretty good. Pretty freaking good. Okay, now I can't see anymore. Okay, let me go over here and end the video. Anyway, guys, so thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for my videos, check out my others as well, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, adios, and peace out. Oh, that's the 86, never mind. I don't know if I'll get on that one then. Bye-bye.